Excuse me. Oof, I think it belched in my mouth there. That was unpleasant. Hmm. Yes, so the party managed to, after some revelations and after some shopping, decided to, well, start preparing for the eventual trip back to, Valderon. Uh, but either via training or procuring some, or doing some experiments, or gardening, or hell, just vibing, because that is completely viable.
Yeah.
Yes. That being said, yeah, he's. Uh, let's see here. Let's see. Morning comes. Each of you have your breakfasts and meals and the such. Though, let's see here. Let's see. In the current, not the inn. Uh, oh yeah. By the way, what did you tell your whom amongst the your compatriots did you ask? You know what your party has learned, and if so, how do you go about it?
Aliens!
God.
I mean, aside from
I,
Valor, who's if she were not if for, not for the laws that she has put in place on herself and the laws of these lands, then she'd probably she makes it very clear she would kill them.
she wouldn't get very far.
That you,
Mm-hmm. Uh,
I mean, hmm, yeah.
by the way, I'm sorry for yelling that. I just saw a joke and I took it.
You're,
So, right. So,
I probably would have told. I probably would have. Hajime would have at least told like Abdul. Uh, I think it would be wise to do it like
all right.
very ease them in. It's like, yeah, hi. The entire world isn't as you know it. There's multiple. We're not the only intelligent life on this planet.
All right. So make a
Oh,
strength. Make a yeah. Actually, make a yeah. Make a standard performance roll normally.
performance.
No
Uh,
skills that will modify it or anything like that. Is like on the spot, and I mean it would be kind of disrespectful to do that right in front of him. Like
yeah.
charming yourself up.
Uh, I mean, guidance these only last for a minute. Hold on, I'm reloading into the game.
Okay. Obviously, you don't want me to roll for you. I take it.
Mm. Oh.
You stay away from my feet, Duke. I trust you.
It's fine.
Mm.
I accept this as roll with pride. Okay, not necessarily pride, but I just accept this role.
Mm.
By the way, the ongoing joke is whenever he rolls for us, it's just shit.
Yeah.
Wait, that's a joke? I thought that was real.
No, yeah, that's real. Oh, actually, there are exceptions, but yeah, for the most part, yeah, it's about right. All right. Let's see. Does anyone want to tell? Is anyone want to tell Nolan or keep him
I'll tell
blissfully
him.
ignorant.
I'll tell him.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hey, Nolan, get your ass over here.
That'll require a performance check from Gallifrey then. So,
I got
unfortunately,
it.
Mas, you'll be rolling for 2 people. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I just gotta wait for Roll20 to stop being so mean.
I think the proper term is shouting to death.
Yeah, there's actually a reason for that. A lot of adventure. Oh, what's it called?
Adventure League?
Yeah, has just jumped on Roll20.
Jeez, really?
Yeah. The reason I know this is because I get the monthly paper.
Nice.
Oh. So,
Is it like a physical paper that's sent, or is it like email?
It's email.
Okay.
Oh.
That would have been
I DM for them to earn a little bit of cash, so.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing what's it called? Rise of the Frost Maiden?
Oh yeah, I'm DMing a game with that. Also, Flutter, did you post it in resources or? Okay. I remember that one. I actually read it. It's quite interesting. That being, yeah, it's interesting overall. I mean, how do I put this? I mean, okay. I would allow the races and the sub races. Let's see here. Oh god, what was it? And the subclasses and all that. It's all fine. Actually, did I have any feats? Let me check again. Because we're kind of waiting.
I got a free copy of the book, so that's why I'm not too pissed at Adventures League.
Yeah. And yeah, the spells too. You'd have to find someone to train you, or if you're lucky, a book with the spells. But yeah, because Rime of the Frost Maiden's a great book, honestly, and the adventures fun as hell.
Yeah, but the issue is, well, they're using Roll20 just to roll. They're not even putting maps on.
Yeah. Sorry? Yeah, I can hear you just fine. I can hear both of you. My brain is adapted to listen to 2 people. I'm sorry. No, continue. Sorry, my brain just adapted to listen to 2 people. That's all. For some reason.
Yeah, they just got it to. I'm just gonna enter.
I have. Let me roll for a roll performance for.
Okay.
Yeah, look for.
Wait, that's for Golf, right? Let's see here. What about? I'll have to roll for Nolan then.
Oh, don't worry about the +1. I have that automatically set up.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll just ignore it. Don't worry. Okay. Gallifrey, he takes it surprisingly well. Like, oh. Guess that makes sense.
Honestly, I just explained they're just like an extra planer.
Yeah, no, yeah. I've been to the Nine Hells, so it's. I guess I can kind of get a feel for it. I mean, it was only the one time, but yeah.
Though it's on the material plane, which is the interesting part of it.
Yeah, that's the. Still though.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
Fuck! I cannot hear you guys. Hold on.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
I find it funny. He's probably gonna go scream and cry in his room later.
No, actually, he rolled a 26 on his wisdom save.
Oh.
Yeah.
He took it very well, actually. Holy shit! You know, he's not a warlock for nothing. Nice.
Oh.
Anyway, anywho, where were we? Right. In terms of Abdul, hmm. Wait. Oh, right. No, sorry, I got it mixed up there. Yeah, he's kind of concerned, kind of scared. Also a little bit, okay, not necessarily. How do I put this? He's not. He doesn't hate the idea. He's just. It's a lot to
Kind
process
of.
in one day. He takes his time,
Yeah.
but it's like he'll need to meditate and stuff on it
Yeah.
later.
Um.
Yeah.
Everyone has their limits.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yep, they take it generally well. That being said, where am I? Where was I? Yes. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. Need to check again for something real quick. Norlai.
Yep.
Let's see here. You spent the week after that, training and the such. Let's see here. Oh, come on. Stop being such a pain, Roll20. Really? Really? Why are you like this? Okay. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Thank you for working for me. Very cool. And very quickly, too. Nice. Even nicer. Let's see here. So, Norlai, in your, somewhere like in the middle of the week, kind of had a bit of a heart-to-heart with Jack Frost. Didn't end poorly. It ended actually quite amicably. Both of you agreed to. Okay, I'm not. Shit, I'm realizing I'm subconsciously doing a bit, and I'm no, yeah, I'm trying to stop that habit.
Yeah.
You decided to agree that at the moment with how things are, it might be a good idea to, albeit temporarily, to effectively just you know cut off the clerical training. But he does make it up to you, leave you with a bit of a severance package, so to speak, by giving you some training and by essentially uploading training into your brain, and leaving you with a little tinge of magic. Maybe not the type of magic you're necessarily used to, but something similar enough and still somewhat useful, hopefully.
Yeah.
And also infusing your training with a little bit of magic, but that's kind of him being knight. That's just him being him. Let's see here. All right. And Jack. Where did I put that? Gosh darn it. Why are you like this, Roll20? You were so nice to me just a moment before, and now we're doing this again. Doing this song and dance. Okay. So, in regards to training, let's see here. I think, did we? We did not get to do your training, I don't think. I'm realizing. Checking the backlog. The archive, rather, not the backlog. Yeah, where's my brain? Gosh darn it. Oh, there we are. Yeah, you did some. You managed to make a lot of progress in your training. Do you want to continue paying for the week, or for the coming week, or no? Jack? I think you might be muted again.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna pull up something just to ease the silence.
Okay.
That's
So.
not it. There we go. Fantasy City ambiance. Perfect. Alright. There we go. We just loop this as well. Also, Flutter, in regards to your experiments, I'll. Do you feel comfortable with me saying it out loud, or do you want to keep it private? Okay. Your trips into the, Oh, yeah. Yeah. In regards to the, well, let's see, your experiment. Let's see here. Yes. Exactly what do you do with your experiment? Again, I have the materials and everything you sent me. Yep. That's yeah.
For some reason, I was mute.
Oh, oh dear. Yeah. Sorry. Continue.
Oh no, I didn't say anything.
Oh yeah, you're good. Sorry.
I'm waiting for Vera.
Yeah. Yeah. You're informed of a little. Okay, not necessarily a testing site, but like a training, mage specific training area. It's essentially a, not a cave. Okay, it's a not a basement. Fuck. Okay, it's an underground. Yeah, it's basically a cave.
It's a basement.
Okay, it's a basement slash cave. It
No, it's just a basement.
Yeah, that's rather. Okay, so no, it's not a stadium. Okay, so it's basically an entire essentially a manor underneath a manor, effectively. And yeah, yes, I. God damn it! Now, okay, doing this again. Let me just do this and this. All right, now you're the only one. And yeah, the person they actually send you is lizard folk. He's a sorcerer. He's a sorcerer of sorts, but he's a skilled one. Yeah, he can cast the necessary spells. Yep, he can do both. Mm-hmm. Hmm. All right. Let me just pull up something. All right. Minus the baggage I'm holding, but yeah. Yeah. That being said, You said that you're putting a bag of holding in another bag of holding, essentially, as well as some other stuff. Yeah, essentially, like mechanically speaking, it makes its own pocket dimension, but yeah. Alright. Yep.
A second.
Alright. So, essentially, I mean, there's air inside the bag of holding, obviously. And, yeah. You know, easily done. Yes. Let's see here. Alright, so you're putting an inverted bag of holding inside of another bag of holding, while having a circle of fine sawdust run around it, as well as having you inside the inverted bag, where with a slight rigging to essentially hold, free from. Oh, sorry. I have no idea. Okay. Let's see here. How far away, by the way? 10 feet, 20 feet? Okay. Most, we could put, yeah. Most it would be, let's see here. Best is 200 at the moment, because the limited size of the, basement, but yeah. Let's see here. So, in terms of what happens, bag of holding and the other bag of holding, disappear, as well as a large, chunk of the sawdust. Not a perfect, 45 radius of sawdust is absorbed, but like about enough where you could guesstimate a 45-ish, and almost perfect, well, not perfect, but close enough to 45 radius area. Mm-hmm. Assumedly, as per the bag of holding thing in the bottom, into the astral plane. Alright. Same thing happens, though this one a bit larger. This time it's roughly 50 feet. you shoot
Ham.
a bag of holding into something.
Hmm.
Please tell me you're doing this. Please tell us
Yeah.
you guys are doing this away from the party.
Oh yeah, she is. Yeah, it's like a privately owned manor. Yeah. Yeah. On you.
Oh, that actually reminds me of a meme. The arrow of fuck shit up, where you shoot one bag of holding it to another.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah, but at any rate, um,
Yes. Let's see here.
uh,
Alright, so let's see here. As you do that, one moment, you're in the basement, and another you and the and your consultant are in a sea of, well, night sky, and except how do I put this? Except instead of a you know black and violet drop over like behind with like white dots all around, it's the opposite. It is a solid white backdrop with gray, different shades of gray around, and black dots everywhere as you find yourself in the astral sea. Hmm? Yes. He does alert you that 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 he's casting the spell. So will require as you hold his hand in a professional way. I know what you're thinking, masked.
What? I'm not
I,
even paying.
yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
not
paying
even paying
attention.
attention because it's like I'm freaking.
You do hear some what sounds like for a moment you think a whale, uh, except the noise is inverted, where it's high pitched, almost ear bleeding. As off in the distance you see a something coming your way, and as the spell's cast, disappear back into where you previously were. From what you saw with the sawdust, there is no sawdust. Yep. There's also no rocks, by the way. Uh, Basically, the only thing that is there appears to be. Let's see here. Appears to be the like stone floor, though you do notice it's quite. It's a lot more rough. Suffice to say, it's like something went over, and like, how do I put this? It's like somebody went over to a more nice marble table, and then just started pelting it with a heavily pressurized water, causing it to be good over like the course of several days, making it really coarse and rough.
So you could say it's like it like sandpapered it.
Not sandpaper, because that would imply because then it would be because there's actually a significant difference when you sandpaper that, as in
Yeah, so it's more like a cement floor that hasn't been smoothed out, essentially.
exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the exact terminology. Yeah. And with the patterning, it almost looks like it's been like, how do I put this? Have you ever essentially it has been effectively been eaten up. Like it's been like the surface of it shattered and it was just absorbed into whatever happened. Mm-hmm. Yes. Area of cleanliness appears to be. Let's see here. Because a lot of the sawdust was absorbed. So let's see here. It's, I mean, as clean as it can be, considering essentially an implosion. It's sort of like a wormhole imploding in on itself. It doesn't appear to doesn't appear to have made any contact with the walls. Yes.
It was broke.
Roughly, yeah.
Um,
Alright. Alright. The mage asks if you're sure about this. This is safe. Cause a bit of property damage. He doesn't think so. He doesn't think so. He's more referring to because you and him definitely saw something in the astral sea, and while it's not easy to predict where you'll end up in the astral sea, it did leave him a bit spooked. But he's not backing out. Just cautious. Alright. Noted. Alright, as you perform the experiment with a much larger, a slightly larger thing, apologies, yeah, yeah, a slightly smaller radius. So slightly larger, sorry. Only slightly though. As it occurs, same thing happens. Blink out of existence into the astral sea, except things look a bit different. For one, you're not floating around. You're standing on something now. Sorcerer appears to be a metal surface with the inverted colors and all that. Hard to tell what sort of material it's made out of. But you do notice there's a lot that after checking it, that there appears to be a lot of metal shifting around as you hear like clicking and of gears and other such objects. The sorcerer does alert you that he's casting a spell to get close. And as that happens, you see, before you're teleported out, cresting over one edge of the horizon, quote unquote. You see a gargantuan cube. Think. Have you ever watched Star Trek? Have you heard of the Borg? Yeah, think of Borg cube, except a lot more refined and less glowy. You also see what appears to be several humanoid creatures on it. Definitely weird. And then you just like back to your world. Though you do notice, you don't land on the ground. Sort of how do I put this? You fall a few inches from your previous location.
Huh. That one's actually interesting. I think that was Mechanatus.
Maybe, maybe not.
But
Yes. Though you do notice, additionally, that the walls are no longer there. And I'll give you the measurements. A solid 12 additional feet.
Hmm.
yeah, so
It's yeah, it's a slight increase compared to the initial size, but noticeable. Also, there appears to be noticeably less floor.
That's that's kind of interesting. It
Yes,
seems like when you do repeated dimensional experiments, the boundaries weaken and it gets a little bit bigger.
yeah. Additionally, well, to be more precise, about let's see here. I'm trying to remember my. Okay, yeah, a solid 8 inches.
but hmm,
Hmm. Possibly. Alternatively, for the amount of force applied to the object might also be a factor, but yeah. Yeah. Yep, 212, precisely. You can work out the math. I will have to alert you of the aftermath. As that happens, the owner of the manor and the basement, horrified, absolutely horrified of what has happened. He has no words. He actually does not speak at all. Yeah. As you return back from your experiments, you're immediately notified by the guild. Oh, yes?
oh,
Shinsa Hajime, why do I have this feeling like we're going to have to pay for a mansion?
if we're
What?
told to do so, it'd be ridiculous.
Flutter. Focus.
I'm
Focus.
sorry. I just feel like it's.
Alex, I get it. Please. Flutter, you're saying. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, you do send that, though initially before that, they do alert you that they've received some complaints again, though, due to your grant, all repairs will be taken care of. Though the person does request that you inform them of you performing something like this, or not this, not that. Sorry, wrong sheet. Yeah, they prefer that you had informed, or not informed, yeah, No, sorry, I'm reading from the wrong. Yeah. Essentially, they don't want that done again in their land, but because for your proposal, you do guarantee that. Uh, they did. They just didn't know to what extent, or rather, they didn't know the effect as well. So, yes. Also, there was loss to the ceiling as well, but that's a excuse me, 40-foot high ceiling. So, yeah. Where were we? Right. So, yeah, the experiment was a rousing, huh? As yeah, certainly brings up some more questions than answers in some cases. So let's see here. Yeah, that you would know that that is part of it. The thing with not tag, but they'll apply a very you get a response that they'll apply a very not physical, visible tag. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. On the bags that will not be intrusive to each bag's aesthetic. Yeah. Like said, Norlite actually. You get a. I believe you're making alcohol. Yes. Or you gardening.
Alright. If I remember correctly, I was gonna go in the process of trying to make some more harder stuff on to help kill time while I'm waiting for them to finish making the Dex gems that I commissioned. Because I think I already paid for that.
Yep, you paid in full if I recall.
Yeah, I believe so.
Half and half.
So
It might have been half and half. No, wait, no, it was in full. My apologies. Yeah, you paid in full. You will receive it when it arrives.
So. Alright. Yeah, I believe I was gonna make some schnapps out of the mint
You
shrooms.
did.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
just waiting on that for mint, I guess. Fuck. There was something I was gonna do and I just fucking forgot because I was waiting so long.
Was it something to do with training or?
um.
Or was it something to do with conversing with someone in the party or having a message sent to someone? Since you could no longer.
That's right, message. I was gonna freaking use the guild to see have Norlai check up on our family members, seeing how the parents are doing and seeing how our brothers are doing.
All right.
Because that's what I was gonna do. That's right.
Her parents, her parents in Sailu are doing, making a good full recovery, though they are taking their sweet time with enjoying the luxuries of the local health care since the guild has reimbursed them. Additionally, regarding them, they say hello. In regards to your brothers, let's see here. Ratchet, or not Ratchet, sorry, Gret, was sent to one of the Blackhammer mines for an assignment on behalf of the Seven Nobles Guild with Ratchet, and essentially, they are not as per the laws of the Avronic Union and the operation. They are not allowed to inform you of the state, or what the mission entails. Only the current whereabouts and status of Gret and Ratchet, which is that they're both fine physically speaking, and they are alive.
Alright.
That's literally everything else. They do say that everything else will require you to make direct contact with the Huntsman Inquisitorial Order in order to request a unredaction of this information to be sent, a non-redacted form of this information to be sent to you. Though once you finish reading it, because it will be hand delivered by an Inquisitor, it will be disposed of immediately afterwards due to the sensitive contents of it.
Alright.
Additionally, by the way, you did get let's see here. You did also receive a letter from Coit, actually, regarding the state of your your tavern. It's fine, actually. A weird lady came by, said that she knew you, bought a few drinks, and then left. Weird looking lady, human, carried around a weird looking flintlock on her hip. Said that she'll meet you she'll meet you soon. Again, or she wishes to meet again with you and your friends soon.
Of course.
She also left a very nice tip of let's see here, what was it? For your yeah, I saw a tip. Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot about this one. This is funny. 696 gold pieces. Nice.
Of course you did.
No, okay. You're not gonna believe me, but I rolled the dice for this. All I gotta say is, it's just.
No,
I
it
love it when
seems
the
like
dice
something like
decide
Calvin
to-
would do just because you could.
Yeah. That being said, additionally, she did leave a present behind, a little box. This is like via a two-way communication mirror. They don't know what to do with it, so they just left it in your office to pick up whenever you can. Though if you want it delivered, they can take care of that.
Seeing how we're probably gonna be staying in this town for a bit, it'd probably be smarter to have them deliver it here.
Understood. They'll have it sent via because you're now working for the guild, via the guild itself, so there'll be no payment for having it sent. Also, they ask how you know that lady, because she seems really, she seems like the kind of girl you'd like, party girl.
Just being like, oh, that was the goddess of firearms, that kind of came out of the dungeon.
Well, it's your people, it's your workers. So, do you say exactly that?
Just, she's never been freaking like dishonest with her workers and being like, yeah, that was a deity in question that kind of got out of a place that shouldn't have got out of, and very grateful that you're, still standing. Very lucky that she enjoyed my drinks too.
Yeah. They kind of look a bit horrified, but then I realize they ask you if it would be good to market this, or do you think that because it doesn't sound like a church-sanctioned deity, that they should probably keep this under wraps?
For now, until the deity becomes public.
All right. They're publicly accepted, yeah.
Yeah.
They're just because they want to do it, but they don't want to, tarnish your reputation and all that. So yes, that being said, congratulations. You, they do send you a portion of that gold, as the rest will be used for, well, of course,
funding
payment,
of resources and yeah.
as well as therapy, because not exactly a experience you can just walk away from. That being said, they do send you 69 gold pieces, so nice. Because that's my choice. Because, yeah.
All right, added that into mine. So I don't
Only
forget
she
that.
sent 4,020, 42,069 gold pieces. That would be perfect.
Alright, so I already added that gold in. Now I just gotta wait in that box to see what that is because
Yeah. Meanwhile, Hajime,
Yeah.
you do receive you receive a letter from your father, or not a letter, but a message from your father,
Ooh.
uh,
Okay.
saying essentially, because I don't know Japanese, so yeah, you probably have a lot of questions. Heard you spoke to the seven. How big are you now?
Uh-huh.
That sounds like a very inappropriate question to ask their daughter.
Right. Like,
Well,
it's
okay, if you're thinking
probably
that way, of course it's going to be inappropriate.
it's probably like a the way I imagine it is this guy, uh, common isn't his first language.
Well, English common, yeah.
English common isn't his first language. Probably like his third or his fourth, and he's communicating in common.
No, it's Japanese common.
Oh, then I
English is
have
just
no
said written,
excuse.
so yeah.
Yeah, I have no excuse for this then. Like,
I'm just giving
uh,
you like the abridged version of it because I
I
thought
think
about
he means
writing it
how
all up.
tall are you,
Yeah, I thought
yeah,
about writing it up,
or
but
how
I'm not.
old you are.
Yeah, it's like a rough translation. It's like really
this
rough,
was
and the person, yeah,
this what I was thinking,
probably
where it was
hastily written.
like a lost in communication.
yeah.
Uh, I know, Jeff.
How do you
Um,
respond to the message?
yeah, hold on, I got to check my sheet real quick.
Oh yeah, and also he also the last question or P.S. Do you hate me?
Hmm.
Now
Clearly
that
the
is a
most
very good
important
question now, isn't
question.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he's essentially been an absent father, so you can't blame him for asking.
Oh no, you cannot.
Yeah. Like, that's actually a good question. Uh,
But I also don't think you can blame him for being an absentee father.
well, it's a dryad. He basically shagged a dryad that turned out to be the right hand to one of the archfays
And also decided to keep the child and
that
raise it as
decide.
their own without informing him, apparently,
Yeah.
or at
Well,
least until you became like until you became like the equivalent of like 6 or 7.
uh, try 50 because in the backstory I have it where for the first 50 years of her life, she kept Hajime as a secret
Yeah.
from the court, from the other courts, from basically everyone.
That being said, so
My
responses in
rep-
order. You can leave the whether or not you hate him or not as vague as you want, or as accurate as you want. There's really no limit as to what you can say as long as it's not something that can that'll result in us getting in this video getting taken down immediately for inappropriate content.
Right. I'm going to do this as fancy as I can with my calligrapher's tools. Write a message to him. For if I hate him, not entirely. There's more questions than answers, and it seems every answer I get pops up two more questions. As for how she she puts like the air quotes how big. Uh, how old did she just turn? She
Or also, you could probably put in your height.
yeah. Uh, she just had her 76th birthday. Before she joined the guild.
All right.
And if by height, she's 5 foot exactly.
All right.
I don't really have anything else to say. Oh, this is all in Japanese, by the way.
Yeah, Chicago in southern.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Message is sent.
Uh,
Almost immediately, you get a
yeah.
response. It takes like you're like prepare to leave the office, and literally, as you're at the door, you get a response.
Oh, it's a sending message.
Or not a sending. It's like a how do I put this? It's like a letter that you send it to the person who through a spell has it teleported to him,
Uh-huh.
or puts it into something, and you don't really see what happens because the person's kind of wearing a mask, though they do cite it's for religious reasons. Yeah. So yeah. The response is, "Wow, you're almost tall. You're almost as tall as my brother. That's kind of weird. Also, happy to hear. I hope we meet when we're not working at all. Tell your mom." What did he say? Tell your mom while I wish she had told me of you existing. I understand why she didn't.
Okay. Does he say anything about like where I could expect to see him, like in the Chicagoan Empire? Like,
It doesn't
no?
say that. It's cryptic. Though you do see a post script PS, or equivalent of a PS. Let's see here. What was it? Can't won't be able to talk in the next few weeks. But if you're ever in one of the guild halls with your clearance, you know, send me a letter whenever you want. I wasn't there before, but I'll be there. I'll be there now.
Actually, like, makes like a half smile. It's like, huh. It's like not even half smile. It's like a 1/5 of a smile.
Slight twitch of a smile.
Right. A slight twinge of a smile. Huh. Okay, I have she just kind of puts it away in her bag. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing really.
Something does fall out of it though.
Something.
As
Okay.
As you fold it back up, as you notice, it appeared to have been attached to the back. Let's see here. For one, there's blood, so I need to make a wisdom save.
Ooh.
All right, you managed to resist your urges, and somewhat like it fell off, but you notice a leaf. It is. It kind of resembles a sand dollar, if you're familiar with those.
Yeah.
Except it's like it's almost like a palm tree. It's very thick, and it's very. Well, it's slightly glowing, like bioluminescent, green,
Hmm.
with the main
Can
leaf
I make
itself being brown.
Could I make a nature or something to discern what sort of plant this could be?
Yep. Make a nature check.
Oh,
26. Or I'll say, do you want to use guidance? I will allow for this.
yeah, but I believe. Hold on. Uh, no, oh, okay. I thought I had advantage on nature checks, but it's
No,
just
just a flat bonus. I know.
yeah, just a flat bonus.
Yeah. So, with the 20s, so do you use guidance?
Yes, I guide.
27. These are like common in like the savage lands. Uh, the trees that they're attached to are poisonous, but the leaves themselves are, hmm, essentially can be used as like bandaging, sort of, if you have like enough rope or something. It acts as like a kind of like a sponge almost with as like the inside is sort of hollow like combed and hollow like a sponge, but you know it's a it's like really thin, but works just like a bandage if you know you've got the materials.
Huh. Do I have a name for this type of plant?
It doesn't really have an. It's literally colloquially known as the as the itch, bandage tree of death. There's no exact name because the
The
tree itself, again,
bandage.
the leaves themselves are again, like I said, they're not poisonous. The tree wood itself is. They usually grow
Okay.
around very poisonous environments and oftentimes resulting in there being a lot of deadly creatures nearby. So,
Hmm. Okay. Uh, I will pocket this bioluminescent leaf.
and I think that'll be all, unless you want to ask about anything, or else you want to do anything in particular before we continue onwards with the rest of the players.
Uh, I do have a couple of backlog of designs. I've got the one I was working on with my new pet, the Sunset Raptor, and
Well, no, gone, but yeah. Or, no, not gone. Right, you got a pet. Yeah, sorry.
yeah, we all got a pet.
Mm-hmm. Except for
Uh,
Yeah,
17,
that was
because she's
dumb.
new. Also, Norlai, the badger fish is doing wonderful, by the way.
Yeah, that's the thing I wanted to do. Get harness for him so I could easily ride him. That's the other
Oh
thing.
yeah, the guild.
yeah,
It's an exotic. Well, it's an exotic rigging, so I'll PM you the price point for it.
Yeah.
yeah. So there's
Ignore
that.
that, please.
Don't worry, I
Yeah.
am.
So there's that design that I have the rough blueprints on, and there's a design I promised Gallifrey that harkens back to more like a. I want so that's what I'm going to be working on. It's going to be more of a like tradition, like giants wear. I wanted to
Northern, southern, what type of giant ware? Also, what region?
more. Uh, from what I understand, he's a part of the Northern Giants, so that's kind of what I want to uh, design.
Okay, but what kind of giant? So there are frost
Uh,
giants. There's even fire giants up north. There's stone giants. There's cloud giants. Yeah.
Ignore the. He's practicing his fighting. Could you show my picture so he could probably get an idea?
Oh, of course. Sec.
I, so I feel like a frost giant would be more like hard walls, iron or fire would be like more
More
of like a
like pellets. Yeah.
metal.
That would cover
Uh,
up most of the air, most like the chest area. Though fire giant, because their body does radiate heat, it would like the chest area is always exposed.
right.
Also, mostly as an intimidation factor for the intimidation factor, but
Yeah.
neither here
I
nor there.
might. I actually might work on like a hide, like a le- like a leather outfit, but not like leather armor.
All right.
Like wool, hide, leather, something that they themselves, the fur bolgs and the giants, would have like plenty access to.
All right. So that would be hides and the such. All right.
Yeah,
So
and I think I will go with with the fire giants aesthetic style of like leaving the chest exposed,
yeah. So are
but
you going
maybe
to
have
be?
like
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
maybe have like shoulder pauldrons and arm guards.
All right. What material? From where are you getting your materials? Are you just gonna procure them from a from a vendor, or are you gonna use your own stuff?
Uh, I have some leather. I still have a lot of leather from the Cobblepass.
All right.
Cobblepass. I've got a lot of the treated hide from that, but I might go and hunt down some wool. I'm going to find a way to temperature treat so that it's okay uh, in like hotter climates.
Mm-hmm. Of course. So that way you can adjust on the fly.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
are you gonna? So all right.
I
So in
will
regards to
use
the
the
metals, you would have to procure those.
right.
So
Like
that will be.
I
Let's see here. That'll be.
I
You have to pay
figured.
25 gold pieces for this, and it will not
Oh
count as like a company expenditure because this is, you know, this is
oh like
incorporated.
I figured as much. Like I will gladly put down 25 gold.
Why did
Uh,
I just hear the Yoda sound of death sound effect, Lego Yoda death sound effect in my head?
I don't know. Why did you?
Damn it! I don't
Why
know
did you
why.
kill Yoda?
Damn it! It's a meme.
Yeah.
So let's see here.
Well, you know how up to date I am on meme culture.
You
Yeah,
are a
pretty much.
boomer.
Yeah, you are unfortunately boomer tier, or fortunately, because let's be frank here. Not all memes are success stories, nor should they be.
Meh. Your lucky Commandant Corgi isn't here.
Oh.
Hmm. Alex or masked?
Yeah, I've already subtracted the gold.
Okay, then yeah. I will require so So what specific hide are you using?
Uh,
Or leathers, rather?
yeah. So I'm using Cottlepaws hide, and as thread, I've got plenty of sinew that I've created from the both the Cobblepaws and those monkey creatures we fought in the other dimension world.
Yeah. Alright, noted. And in regards to your. Oh god, I was going to say. Right. The furs. There's some fur trimming. Are you just gonna commission? You're gonna purchase that somewhere else separately, or?
Uh, yeah, I don't have any furs on me. Uh,
Right. Like this, because it is expensive. That'll be additional 50 gold piece surcharge on top of that.
okay. I'm going
Again,
to
not
do
company expenditures.
right. Um, I'm gonna split gold and platinum. I have 30 gold, and then I'll drop down 30 gold and 2 platinum.
All right, noted. And make for me a crafting tools check. Or not crafting tools check. Sorry,
Uh,
not crafting. My brain. Sorry, it's burning. Make a. Yeah, your thing.
uh, tailors or leatherwork?
Uh, I'll say because you're not making specifically armor, it would be leather workers.
Okay. Uh,
While you're still not technically making armor, you are using the leather, so yeah, so still leather workers.
okay. I still get advantage on it, and I am guidancing. Wow.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to make a good chunk of progress. As in, you managed to complete the entire thing in a day after you. Oh, you're able to visually get. You were able to visually get his measurements, unfortunately, or fortunately, depends on your opinion. Uh, so, yeah.
I've a good seamstress doesn't need to take measurements.
I mean, it might be good to like, check to keep an account BMI, but I mean,
Yeah, I.
he's all M. So
He's all muscle. If how how good is it? Like the quality? Is it like a masterwork? Is it uh what sort of quality?
let's see here from. Yeah, it's about close to masterwork. I'd say it's like something you'd see on like a pageant, not pageant. Again, I've never been to a pageant, so I wouldn't be able to tell. Think like something you'd see in a in like a oh god, like a Hollywood set room or not a set room, Hollywood set essentially.
Mm.
It's
So
functional. It's very clearly very well made. It is very durable. It'll do the job.
okay.
For
Uh,
masterwork, then it would then it's not it's close to masterwork, but got like a few things to work on here and there. Essentially, uh, in game, would for it to be masterwork, it would be you'd have to critically succeed.
oh, okay. Considering I'm not the craftsman, I'm not the actual craftsman with the new release that you make clothing. Which I won't lie, I've thought of maybe uh, having Hajime go into that. Maybe just for the craft, for the masterwork ability.
Just so you can throw apprentice stuff on there.
Some apprentice and for the in-game benefits of this is a masterwork.
Ah.
Uh, so I will hunt down Gallifrey, wherever he
Gallifrey
be.
is Gallifrey is literally just working out by the. He's pretty much doing a Muscle Beach thing.
Oh, okay.
Don't bring up these. Why Muscle Beach? Why Muscle Detour? Because I'm the DM, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah, basically.
she'll head to wherever you're training, Muscle Beach style, and present.
And hold on, let's do this. Did it roll?
It might be an ether. There it goes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
You
Almost
do a
Pillar
decent
Man,
rep.
You okay? You know your effort kind of lacking, but to the untrained eye like Hajime, you're practically Pillar Man posing.
Oh no, he was pretty much just using the roof as a pull bar.
Exactly.
I'm
Practically
my,
Pillar Man posing.
I do have proficiency in athletics. Uh,
Yes, but not his kind of athletics, or his level of athletics, which is,
Which is
yeah.
godly.
oh yeah, that is. Yeah, I guess. I mean,
Also higher strength score, but yeah.
by by one.
Okay, sure. It'll be like that, I
So
guess.
she very much like in the Japanese way, like she bet like uh 90 degree uh kind of bend, like presenting. Like I finished those designs. I made I promised you a new set of clothing.
He looks at it. How much do I owe you?
She she kind of thinks for a second. My inner greed tells me to charge you, but consider the first one on the house.
He takes the clothes,
I
nods at her, and go
she
ahead.
she she turns around in case you wanted to change them there. I decided to
Actually,
base. I decided
he
to
was
base. No, go ahead.
he just goes inside and changes by the door
Hmm. Well,
so he can hear
what?
you.
Yeah. While you're in there, I decided to base the designs off of Fire Giant. Uh, Northern specifically, the chest is exposed, but for a little added protection, I added shoulder pauldrons. There's some leather arm guards with metal additions, and there's a nice fur uh, pants with added support. And for the boots, this is all just some more regular leather style boots. It is all made from cobbleposs hide, which
Hmm.
I believe has innate acid resistance.
In it'll give you advantage on saving throws against poison that are not like injected into you, but like from an external source like a poison spray or something like that. And if it's from like an external source and not like a weapon, it'll give you resistance to poison damage from that source,
Ooh.
as
Okay,
it sort of
I
acts as a
speci-
sponge when it comes to poisons.
I
Kind of like a
specifically
physical
I
kidney
I
armor.
remember. I specifically built this for Flint, or specifically hunted down this hide for Flint because his character had a a phobia of acid
Yeah.
and poison.
It'll give you also, yeah. It won't give you resistance to acid, but yeah.
I think it like lowers the DC
It
needed
does
to
lower the
pass,
DC required from the saving throw, yeah. If the
something like
DC
that.
needs to be
It's
made. At the very least, minute reduces the acid damage by 1, but yeah.
right. I hope I hope my quality is up to par.
As he's putting it on, how how does it feel on him?
Hmm.
Auntie?
Sorry, my.
Uh,
Sorry.
really?
Sorry, roommate came in. What happened? Sorry, continue. You were asking
As
something?
he puts it on, how does it feel on him?
Feels like you've worn it before, but not like you've worn it before in a year. How to put it? It's not like you've worn it out and have adjusted the the clothing to you, but it definitely feels familiar, comfortable, even.
As he heads out, so, how did you know my clan's normal style?
A good tailor always does their research for a client. I wanted to provide some level of normalcy as someone who hasn't had a little bit of normalcy in what could be hundreds of thousands of years.
Fun fact, it's only been about 200 years since I awoke again.
Well,
But this is very much appreciated. As he gives Hajime the Christian side hug.
oh no, she'd go for she doesn't do side hugs.
Alright, as you go in for a
It
Christian side hug, Gallifrey, full body, full torso hug. Hajime,
Oof.
he smells terrible.
No, he's taking a bath.
Well, you worked out. You sweat. You're alive now.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
She
You accidentally
like
get a
she
cheek
she
full of sweat, unfortunately.
of a cheek full of man musk. She'll like just kind of hold her breath. It's like this is a touching moment. Don't ruin this. Don't ruin this.
Make a wisdom save.
Like he has this look of are you sure you didn't want the Christian side hug? I smell terrible.
Yeah. Hey, Hajime, manage to if do you want to soldier through it? Because with that you can.
Yeah, she's kind of stubborn. It's like I made my bed. I'm going to follow through with this.
You poor child. Oh, you poor summer child. Just pat. Like he's not used to being hugged.
Yeah,
I mean, who honestly hugs a warforged?
I mean, you'd be surprised, but sure. Go on. Okay, I'm gonna correct you.
I mean, there's a certain wizard school that revolves around mechanical and gear related spells that would love to hug a warforged.
No, more specifically, who would hug Gallifrey as a warforged?
I can think of a few players who would make characters that'd be okay with it, that want to do
Yeah.
it. But then again, they're not here, so.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
But I will say they are currently staring at me disapprovingly.
yeah.
You know I'm right.
Alright. At any rate.
So, yeah. So she does power through the hug and is like, she knows what's too long of a hug, before it starts getting weird,
Yeah.
She like ends it.
Yeah.
I hope this is a great example of I have forgiven you. If that's if my woods, I'm still coming to terms with the whole past deeds, but I have forgiven you.
Thank you. No, like, thing is, like, he's not going to question it because he's like, oh my god, was that cake in the fridge hers?
Hmm.
No, it's that kind of look. Like, oh my god, did I eat her cake? Did I
She
drink her
doesn't.
milk?
She doesn't elaborate it any further, but she just, I forgive you.
So Gallifrey knows like what he's being forgiven for, and he's not even going to bother like correcting her.
Yes, it was clearly for smelling bad.
Mm, yeah,
All the smoke.
right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, Gallifrey, hold on. Okay.
I'm
Since we
kidding.
have to go
I'm
there,
kidding. I'm kidding.
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Well, no, not anyway. Armor, you were saying something?
What's the wisdom thing there? Oh,
Oh, it's a wisdom check.
yeah.
Not save. Big diff.
is it because he smells bad?
No, it's not that. You know that. You
Yeah,
know
it's
what it
because
is.
of the supposed slaughter of thousands of Fae and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
When he's
Huh?
like, no, literally, Hajime, I. How many Fae did they say I've killed?
Hundreds, if not a good few thousand.
I'm gonna be honest, I've only killed 5.
That's a good segue. To my next question. Mas, is that all Hajime for Haj? Is that all done for Hajime?
Yeah, she doesn't want to argue.
I'm
She,
badass. I'm so badass.
hmm Yeah, that's all she does for Gallifrey. She didn't even waste any time making blueprints. It's uh she just went straight into making it.
Yes.
So I actually have a question for you both. Would this be good for cold weather?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I s-
It counts as winter clothing. Yeah.
yeah, it is winter clothing. The problem is that I don't have the proper techniques to make it warm weather acclimated. I have to actually
You essentially have to remove like a few pieces, but yeah, I think that's already been done, right?
And to kind of make this thing his own, he adds that gorilla skull from the world. He puts it like as a decoration piece for his cauldron.
Yeah. You take the time. You could affix it, but yeah.
mm,
That being said, Armor, what does Gallifrey do in his downtime?
Gallifrey goes to the meeting spot.
Alright. Oh, you want to do the thing now. This is
Yeah.
will be an out of game thing, so I do have some stuff.
Yeah, but we've never really got the chance to do it because either I take a nap or you're too busy.
I'm thinking maybe on Saturday though, but
Dude, I have shit to do Saturday.
I am so sorry. Yeah. The thing is,
Like,
I don't want to.
let's just do it now.
Yeah, I want. Yeah, but I have things I also need to take care of as well.
Like has my Auntie? The only reason, does any of my stuff take very long?
It is going to be a fight.
No, not that. Not that. He goes to see his handler.
Oh, okay. I am.
No,
My brain is
I should have been more
Clear.
specific.
Yeah.
My bad.
You're good. You're good. We both made mistakes. Okay, so yeah, you go to the aforementioned meeting spot. It's not out of town. It's actually in a much more. It's actually but it's in a slightly less public space.
Is it a tea shop again? Please tell me it's a tea shop. He does love his tea, remember?
No, it's actually not a tea shop. This one is actually at a park.
Oh.
In front of a bench.
Like he actually looks disappointed. Like, oh, I wanted tea.
Yeah. Well. All right. So regarding the meeting area, kind of. Do you take your seat? Do you take a seat on the?
Designated bench? Yes, he does.
All right. You do so. Occasionally watching the occasional passerby. Were you here? As you sort of focused on like this duck that's sort of doing a tug of war? These two ducks are sort of tug of warring a loaf of bread? It's actually kind of funny. Ducks. They're terrible.
Silly
but
ducks.
It's fun.
And he goes, silly ducks.
And you hear, that's not the only thing that's silly. As you hear a familiar voice.
Oh. Hello, my friends.
Mm-hmm. Stop it.
And he turns to meet, I think it was Rissa.
Yep, Rissa. Mm-hmm.
Hello, Rissa. What do you think of the new look? Oh, wow, the old look.
Spare the pleasantries. Okay, first and foremost, I heard the rumors, didn't believe them. Now I'm paying for it. I hate you. I hate you so much. Yes, I hate you more than that time when you first met the group, where you introduced me as your... No. If I go any further, I'm going to kill you. I will kill you. If... She sort of just slaps the wood. Remember? Okay.
Rissa, you know that was part of the deal.
Yeah, but I would have preferred that you told me beforehand. Just dropping in front of me. Yeah, I can improvise. It's just.
I am sorry, but I fucking panicked, alright?
And that was your first thought.
It was either that or wife.
Couldn't it just be a friend? I have nothing against you, especially when you were Warforged. Just, I didn't think.
Calm down.
Let's
breath.
just get back to the brass tacks. I've been stewing over this for a while. All right. The boss, the big boss, talk to me. It's a lot colder in his office than you'd think.
I would gather. I've been in his office, remember?
Yeah. I've been in his office. It was colder this time. Okay, that's how weird this was. Okay. He told me stuff. Went on a tirade about how he not about the details of how he cheated death. But kind of went on a thing about oftentimes the balances and the scales can be pushed to one end if if you balance it out with something else, just for you to be able to be far enough, away enough from the explosion. So I'm just gonna cut to the chase. Normally, in your situation, we pull you out, and we take care of the people involved. However, the people involved are they're not friends, they're not enemies, they're just acquaintances. We're actually on neutral or not neutral territory, neutral opinions on this. Yeah, you're to continue working under them, though. Um, this is gonna be the last time we talk for a bit. I've been temporarily sent to training for something experimental so that way we can communicate more subtly, to say the least. Whatever's happening, whatever's happened, now all the Ghost Riders are in a hullabaloo. Nobody knew that now he's announced that to everyone that we're there, that the boss is in cahoot is a member of is one of the leaders of the Seven Nobles Guild, and now everyone's asking questions, and we don't know what's changing right now. And this hasn't happened in years, not since not since we've gone into hiding, or unofficially, you know, hidden away from public eye. That being said, the form of communication will be through sendings. We're going to have a bit of restructuring, as it will. I'm gonna still be your contact, but for the time that I am not your contact, that I'm going to be away, you're gonna be talking to the boss himself through sending, since he, obviously can't be here with you.
Mm-hmm. He actually just shivers a bit, like, oh god, I don't want to hear his voice all the.
Yeah, no, I know, but
I think even he understands. I
think
get
he
it.
enjoys it. I think he enjoys it, frankly, in some way. But anyways, yeah, you're gonna be talking to the boss for the time being. I'm alerting you of this now. Additionally, there's some whispers about the newest member 17.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, his or her, I don't know what it is with slime folk. Their father's a bit of a big deal in the magic sector.
I was actually going to ask you to get some more information on 17.
Yeah, all of the information regarding her is rather public. You could hide, being able to create another form of life that isn't warforged.
That's going to go over well with the traditionalists.
Oh God, don't get me started with those. And then there's Mouse to have to deal with. But yeah, don't worry too much about them.
I'm like, my past.
Yeah, look, let's just focus on brass tacks. I know that your past. You know your past. Let's just focus on the business end of things. They're some sort of. They're a really big shot. Initially, they did a lot of, chimera work, essentially mixing and matching
No, the second you said
monsters.
Chimera, his eye twitches like.
Yeah. He actually made some more. Well, he did invent. He wasn't the first inventor of the owl bear that people are so popular with militaries. But he was one of the people that worked on it.
Like you said,
He's been
non-flashbacks. So much hooting
and screeching and screeching.
and screeching.
Yeah, he's been working on some other assignments, and for the most part, for the past few years, he's been away from the public eye. It wasn't until a few months ago with 17. We don't know what's 1 through 16 were, but I mean, whatever it is, you know, he or she is the actual final product. Apparently, he's planning on. God, feels weird to say, but he's planning on not selling contracts with the military, but actually with humanitarian causes. It's it's a weird shift, and nobody knows why he's doing it. Maybe it's a change. Maybe 17 changed him. Maybe his experiment leading up to 17's changed him, or maybe he's just a different person. But this, okay, right, his name. Let me just pull up his name. Actually, Jack, did I send you the name for 17's father? Also, you probably muted right now.
Huh? What? You say my name?
Yes. Did I
What'd you
send
ask?
you a name for? Sorry.
Did you what?
Did I send you a name regarding 17's father?
No.
Okay, then I have to pull it up. I have to roll it up here and write it down.
Yeah, it's a 17. It's dad.
17, it's dad, yeah. But he has told. Well, assumedly, he would have told her, told them his name. So
Yeah, sorry. I kind of zoned out for a while there.
you're good. You're good.
It happens to me all the
Let's see
time,
here.
honestly.
Let's see here. All right. Rundar of Clan Turin.
Is that his name?
Yes. Though he does have a nickname. Let's see here. The Chimera King.
Oh yeah, if that's not a supervillain name, I don't know what is.
Yeah. That's why it makes it so weird. He's been out of the public eye for decades, and now he's coming out with suddenly something different. I'm not saying keep an eye on specifically 17 and ask her questions, but people are asking, and you know what happens when people ask?
People tend to die.
Yeah, and then they get, well, before that they get curious and all that, but yeah, eventually they die. They get curious and all that fun stuff. Still,
Plus,
just
the best way to hide some nefarious deeds
is in plain sight. So, suffice to say, just get close if you can to them. Don't ask any obvious questions, and make sure that whatever's going on isn't gonna be an end of the world situation, because there's a lot of people that dabble in Chimera works, and not a lot of them pan out in a good way. And this guy's got a bit of a track record for being, well, you fought an owlbear before. How do you rate those fights?
Mhm. It's hard enough on if you're doing it by yourself. Best to do it with a group.
Exactly. So an army of those is for militaries is good. Is great for them. That being said, so that's the report. Yeah, I think that's everything. See you in. Oh fuck, what is it like? Gonna be 8 months? Shit. Yeah, it's at most gonna be 8 months that I'm gonna see you again. Uh, by the way, nice outfit.
Thanks.
All right.
Don't die.
I can't promise that. I'm really, really, really can't promise that because I don't know where I'm going.
No, gives her a look. You're one of the best.
Damn right, but even I'm scared. So take it easy, please. Just don't die. I don't want to come back to a corpse and have to and somebody trying to bring you back as another warforged. That's just going to be awkward for both you and me.
Yeah, especially since apparently I met up with an old friend of mine.
Give the full report to the boss. He'll probably send.
I already did. Don't worry. I've become a secretarian. That should give you a bit of a laugh.
You know, I'm honestly too scared to laugh, but because of what may end up happening to me, or what I don't know is going to happen to me. But yeah, huh, interesting. Uh, see it.
By the way, I never got my payment from the druid.
Right. You should. I was forgetting something.
This is why you should never trust druids. I swear.
Yeah, it's weird. Apparently, they got hit by some sort of. There was a storm that ended up showing up in. Oh God, in the southern Chicago World Empire. But on some good news, we managed to hear that they're not that whatever's kept the entirety of El Saco locked down in the Chicago Empire's navy to lock the area down. No longer a problem anymore.
Oh, that's nice. I'd still like to be paid. I have to eat now.
Yeah, that's gonna be an experience. By the way, there's I know we usually meet up at tea places. Couldn't find. Okay, not a good one, but a fun one here. So, sort of pulls out a slip and hands it to you.
Takes it.
Alright, it is 5,000 gold pieces. Nice slip.
Thank you.
So, you don't have to add any weight to it, so. Just, yeah. I do have a few locations, and she gives you essentially a list of locations to try out. Yeah, I couldn't pick one out in particular, so I decided maybe a bench, and the closest bench, so that way, you know. Yeah, I gotta go, so. Yeah.
Alright.
By the way, nice beard.
Calls up,
By the way, nice beard.
Oh,
She
thanks.
just takes her leaves and disappears behind a tree.
He calls up Hajime. Hey, you want to go to a tea shop?
Oh, make an Arcana check first. Because the sending. Actually, no, right? No, you're right. Because you don't have to. Right. So you do so. Hajime, what is your response?
A tea shop doesn't sound entirely bad. Do you have a place?
Looks at it. Yeah, it's called Taste of Chicago Royal Empire.
I'll start hunting that place down.
Nice. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
yeah. So, is there anything else that Gallifrey would like to do? after that? Search for someone particular, or
Yes, he's looking for. Nah, he's just going to go to the tea shop.
all right, just making sure. Jack.
Yes.
So as you finish your first week of training, you do receive a letter from a familiar cat bird thing. Actually, hold on, I keep forgetting. Let me check. Let me check here. From a semi-familiar creature known as a Tressum. One of your father's, well, not his. It's his own take on it. I'll post an image of what they look like in Thursday group chat. It's his own take on it. Except in his case, it's like it has butterfly wings. It has a much thinner frame. Yeah, with and thinner and small, and not less hair, but like a much thinner coat.
Mm.
And attached to the as they hand you the letter, they also sort of reach around an attached saddlebag, and they pull out what appears to be a small wooden box.
Do they hand me the box?
Yep, they just set it down in front of you because they well, it's rather large. They can't really, hand
Yeah.
it to you, but they can set it down so that way you can so you can open it up as you see fit. They do fly out with surprising, well, not surprising, but because it's your dad, but with almost amazing or to the untrained eye, with perfect precision. That being said, do you open the letter or the box first?
I'll say thank you and say hi for me, and then open the letter.
All right. As you open up the letter, essentially, yeah, it is your father, Doctor Rundar Tyran, also known colloquially as the Chimera King. He's it's how do I put this? You know, like those doodles that people sometimes do, like on the corner of a letter, for like a chibi-ized version. Though in this case, it would be, a comical self-portrait. Essentially, it's a comic
UBI's.
self-portrait of him, like with an apron. Essentially, does not exactly, but he essentially says, heard that you managed to land the job and you've landed a potentially very lucrative first gig. I'm very proud of you. Inside the box is a potion that should, for at least 72 hours, uh, make it so that way you can enjoy swimming. Side effects should not be a concern unless you're except for a slight discomfort while the effect takes hold. Additionally, I made some cupcakes. Oh, my voice just cracked there. They should still be fresh if the enchantments are still intact. Uh, don't let them don't let any of the those who doubt you, well, you know, don't let those any that doubt you prove you. Oh, what the fuck, Mass? Okay,
Oh, hold on.
I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna server mute temporarily. Swimming.
I thought that was me for a second.
No, it was nice. It was okay.
I thought it was my tinnitus for a brief second.
Yeah.
Alright, wait. My tinnitus hasn't kicked in a long time.
Continuing. Yeah.
So yeah, just text when or put into the Thursday group chat when the ringing has stopped. Master. So yeah, let's see. Don't let those people who may doubt you and any of your ventures be right about you in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, it did. I hope Master's fine. I hope Master's okay. Honestly, I really hope it wasn't a fire alarm, or if it was, at least it was a drill. That being said, where were we? Right. Don't let anyone who may doubt you. Uh, no, don't let any of those who doubt you be right. But since you're my, I'm not gonna say my, not gonna say that cursed word. But since you're my little present, I'm also going to pack in a little experiment for you, just in case you want to test your motor functions a bit more in depth. Found this in a found this in this very quaint uh, toy toy store run by a Roxasha. It's kind of weird, but it's also really cool. Sort of like you see as he's another sketch of him, essentially holding what appears to be a cube, except for some reason there's like squares on the side of it, all over it. So maybe a grid, hard to tell. That being said, let's see. Continuing on. Additionally, heard there, heard the yeah, heard that you're probably going to be in some dangerous situations. Remember, I know you're going to survive. My since you're my latest and greatest creation ever. I will. I have no doubts that you will be able to survive whatever comes your way. But just in case, remember to to pack plenty of potions, and if you healing potions, and if you think you have enough, buy at least 3 more. Uh, Also, make sure that you're absorbing your that make sure you're absorbing your vegetables right. I know it's somewhat difficult. I should have something in that'll fix that later in the pipeline. Just a reminder: stay away from celery. Your loving father, Doctor Rundar Turin, noticeably doesn't actually have your doctor in this one, and the little drawing of him giving you a thumbs up.
I just it's not.
Hmm?
Um, First off, going to carefully fold the letter, put it back in the envelope,
All right.
and into one of the bags of holding.
All right.
Then gonna open up the box.
All right. As you open up the box, there's like little latches on the side that you just pull away, and with the top of it coming off, you see inside a small vial of purplish, not purplish, but like not brown, but kind of like like a dark reddish tincture inside, which is probably the potion. You see the cupcakes that were mentioned. They appear to be white frosting with marble, the actual with marble itself, not literal marble, but marble cake, so to speak. And let's see here. You see a small sphere that also appears to have several squares attached to it, and a small card next to it that says Loki's wonderful little let's see here. Because Loki's wonderful whole sphere of let's see here, of colors. Essentially, think of Rubik's cube, but an entire sphere.
Hmm. All right, gonna take the cupcakes and start working on the sphere.
All right, make a straight intelligence check. Also, yes, Armored, I know what you're thinking. Yes. All right, so that 15. As you begin, it's kind of weird because as you read the card, like the whole intention is to like scramble it up together and then try to realign it into like a different, back to the color, not spectrum, but color palette. The red to reddish colors to the yellowish colors, and yellowish colors, to the bluish colors, and the bluish colors to the, it goes on.
Yeah.
It's a bit difficult, especially since you unfortunately do not succeed. That being said, Cupcake, 10 out of 10. It's not too easy to dissolve, but it's not too hard. It's just right. You don't really feel, okay, you do feel texture, but not in the same way. It's like, how do I put this? Like receiving a massage. Almost, if, like, in terms of, like, a physical sensation for people. Think like a physical massage combined with eating. As it's sort of coming into your body, and it is as you consume it. Because the problem you find with some foods is that sometimes they dissolve too quickly, especially the more gelatinous kind. But some of them, take too long and it becomes like uncomfortable. That being said, pretty good. Especially with the marble. You also see that the cat has actually the cat thing has returned. Or the Tristram has returned and is now sitting at the windowsill. Just staring at you for some reason.
Write up a quick letter thanking him for thanking for it, hoping he's doing well and getting enough rest.
All right. You managed to get a piece of paper and ink brought in, and you do so. What do you tell him? You don't have to tell me the format, you can just tell me what you want to tell him.
Yeah. Thank you for the gifts. I hope you're doing well. Talk about the adventures, talk about the group. Hope you're doing well, stuff like that.
Alright, understood. As as you finish it up, the cat the Tressum just sort of flutters on, like, not next to you, but like, like flutters over, like, behind you, leaning over your shoulder.
And once the letter's done, fold it up, put it in an envelope, and give it to the Tressum.
Alright, you give it the Tressum. The Tressum sort of looks like for a moment it yawns as you see like a long tongue extend outwards and just grab around it. And it's kind of creepy. It with the tongue still like holding onto it, but almost like a limb, it just slides it into the pack. Why did it do that before with a box? There actually might be a weight limit, but even then, still weird. But that's your dad for you. Well, he's trying to experiment with different chimera monstrosities and chimeras.
Your old dad.
Mm-hmm. Mad scientists, etc.
Yeah.
That being said, eventually, as the next day comes by, actually, wait, sorry, Jack, what does 17 do for that day?
Well, I want to get this feat done over with as quickly as possible.
Alright, so. Alright, then make a. What is it? Sleight of hand check. With advantage. Because you're receiving it from a. Because you're receiving assistance from the trainer. Alright, you make another point of progress.
So that's 6.
Hmm?
How many do I have to do total?
Let's see here. I have to check back on the recording, but I believe it was 17? Yeah, 17 because it's a really good it's a very it's a potent it's potent only in combat, or mostly in combat, not so much in social situations, so yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. So yeah, 6 out of 17 now.
Yay.
Anything else? Want to procure any magic items or the such?
Let's see, I already took care of the... Oh, right. I need to go down to the river and fill the bag of holding with water.
Alright. You do notice that the bag of holding appears to have a safety feature where like an air bubble sort of blocks it, but it's easily deactivated by like flipping like pulling a cord on it, as it gives you like a brief moment to fill it up with water, which you have to then reactivate by pulling the cord again. It's a bit of a pain, but you know, it works. Alright. Anything else?
What time is it now?
By now it would be like a little bit before evening.
This river. So this river is freshwater, right?
Yep, completely fresh.
Okay, just gonna use that to get the daily water needed. And then, I guess we'll just mosey around town, see what's up.
Alright.
Yeah. I don't really have anything in particular
Alright.
that I have in mind.
Make a perception check as you do so. Alright. You know, you just wander about town. People give you odd looks, but I mean, compared to what, at least in your experience, what most people are, you don't turn too. You don't. They don't like bother you too much, or at all, frankly. Uh, you do notice though that see, like at the corner of your eye, somebody following you, but as you look, it's yeah, it's usually just somebody else. I mean, probably your experience with Caliber, uh, that Caliber's traps kind of putting you on edge. But yeah, she would have come back, right? Right. She wouldn't actually fight you or.
I thought I had 360-degree vision.
Yeah, you do. It's like how do I put this? Like at the corner of of like an alleyway, you swear you think you see someone there, but it's just. No, you think you see like somebody stalking you, but it's literally just somebody going about their normal business. It's like this slight paranoia that you have. Only slight, so doesn't ruin your day. Let's see here. Anything else or no?
Is there a job board in town?
Yes. There's a few. There's a job board. There are job boards, mostly for other guilds, but the Seven Nobles Guild does have the odd job board. They're mostly researching, or not researching, but observing and repairing damaged antiquities of historical and/or cultural value. But yeah, there's
Anything for
there
independence?
for independence.
Yeah, like pretty like
Yeah,
things.
freelancers.
Yeah.
Yes, there are. There's plenty. Anything in particular? Combat? research, crafting, entertainment.
Oh, entertainment. As
Yeah.
long as it doesn't involve singing.
Okay. Let's see here. Just roll up here. Okay. There appears to be a, let's see here, pianist needed at a local, let's see here, at a small theater. Let's see here, currently, let's see here, let's see here, yep, needed within let's see, actually, according to the thing, in a few minutes. Uh, Literally, it pays, actually, kind of surprisingly well at 5 silver. These things are usually like a few copper, and it's not usually guaranteed, but it's usually based on your performance. So I'm guaranteed minimum of 5 silver.
Anything else along those lines?
There's a few requests for like a tutor for like some people's children to learn a musical instrument. Each one, of course, varying depending on the quality of work. Some of them, like just a flat 10 gold pieces per day. Others are just like others are like 2 gold pieces. So yeah,
Green
some
Plus.
are hourly, some of them are by the minute.
Are there any of the classic herb gathering quests or lost a pet?
There are a few lost pet ones.
Yeah, I'll take a couple of those and see if I can find them.
Because the druidic guilds, I mean, yeah, they could, but like, lost pets, you'd have to, or it's not beneath them, so to speak, but it's like how busy they are. Like, why would they?
Yeah, but
So, I'll say make an investigation check for this. Pay, of course, will vary, and I will roll the die depending on. I'll roll different die depending on performance, of course. So 16. All right. Let's see. What did I have for this DC? Oh right. Okay, that's good. So, as you managed to take a look around, you managed to finish a few jobs for some lost pets. The owners, of course, are a bit hesitant at first, but they not so much relent, but they pay you properly. In total, I will post. Yeah, I'll post your pay. There we go. Due to you having a very fast movement speed with cunning action and all that, it's factored in. So yeah.
Yay.
Being said, is that all?
Well, if it's getting late in the day, I assume there's a tavern near where we're staying.
Yep.
I'll just go.
Yeah.
Just go there, get a few drinks, and eat my vegetables, but avoid the celery because nitrates.
yeah.
Alright, you do so. And as morning comes, you receive a notice of somebody wishing to speak with you. Outside of the guild paid for inn. Says that she's been waiting for a bit, and the time is now. They ask if you want them to call the guard, get the guard over.
Is this towards all of us or just some?
Yep,
Because it
all of you.
Okay. I mean, have the guards stand by and rage in the case, but unless they specified name of who they were before asking to meet us.
They say that they asked, her name's Callie.
Of course.
Oh,
Yeah,
That doesn't take a fucking genius.
have the guards stand by on ready just in case something goes really, really wrong.
alright.
All right, understood. Master, are you okay?
But
We no idea what happened. The smoke detector in the hallway went off for a split second, but no one's rushing us out. So
That's concerning.
yeah, probably someone set it off with a freaking cigarette or freaking dust collected enough where it just set it off.
Yeah, probably the
we
former,
think
or probably the latter rather than the former.
Yeah.
we think it was someone's. So there's a personal smoke detector in each of the rooms, and then there's, I think, like a hallway smoke detector.
Yeah. All right.
And I think either after a certain point, the personal smoke detector goes off, then the room goes off, then the hallway or something.
I'll be right back.
All right.
But it was over and done with. It went off only for like a few seconds.
I'm just gonna. Yeah. All right. I hope you're okay though overall.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so.
All right. So yeah, it's Caliber. Just for the sake of expediency, which of your compatriots would you like to bring to this? Would you like to alert to join this fight? Note.
You know,
You know,
Gallagher goes down to clown.
I kind of want Abdul, our binder friend.
All right. Are you sure?
Well, that's
I
my.
will say this is going to be a death match. So if they die, it's permanent. Oh, at least until you bring them back. But yeah.
Yeah, this is why I suggest. It's partly the reason why I suggest Abdul
All right.
because out of the three, I am more okay with losing Abdul.
Wow.
That's harsh, man.
Jeez. I mean, you could bring Nolan.
Nah, man.
Nolan's Nolan.
Nolan's flaky.
Nolan is flake. I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, and I'm sure you're okay with Benor sitting this one out, since she had a lot of screen time, so to speak.
Yeah, she's she's been with us for the last like couple of adventures, and I think the last time we had Abdul in our party was like last year when he had that momentary freak out.
Yeah. So
Are you okay?
I think it's I think it's Flutter's dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you want to bring Abdul? So, just confirming, you want Abdul over Nolan?
It's party decision, but that's what I vote for.
Okay. This is just for context for you, Jack. Abdul is a binder. They primarily choose to specialize in frontline combat and like tanking, with some
Yeah.
customization, with some immediate adaptation, should the
He
situation call for it.
He binds to spirits that lurk in the void.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
Nolan is a what was it? Pact of
Nolan's
the
a
Breaker.
warlock.
He's a fist
No-
block.
Yeah, Nolan's a warlock of a fiend pack warlock.
Yeah. He's got some good
All
single target and multi-target attacks.
none of these peeps are ranged, so they're kind of
Nolan?
getting the same. I
Nolan's
mean,
got ranged.
Benor has some range, and so does Abdul.
So does Nolan.
But
He's got Eldritch Blast.
yeah, but none of them are like actual spellcasters that need to be in the back.
Fair, fair. Especially since I made sure to, at the very least, have them far more versatile so you could bring them essentially anywhere. You don't need to lock them down into a single location.
Mm,
Yeah. That being said, Nolan is a 14th level Fiend Warlock now, so
yeah.
he's got Hurl Through Hell now.
Mm. I'm just saying, if we were going to sacrifice one, uh, you know my pick.
Abdul? Okay. Flutter, what's your vote? What's Vera's vote for who to bring to this fight? Abdul or Nolan?
You already understand my stance on Nolan.
Nolan is kind of flaky.
And do we really want someone who's flaky watching our backs?
Oh, I will just outright say he will stick to you with a fight, though. If if all you guys start getting knocked out, getting close to getting knocked out, he will like drag you out, and or he will start going. Well, not nuclear. He'll essentially just go all out.
Hmm.
Oh, he's a ride or die kind of motherfucker. I like that.
I mean, yeah, he may have been he may have been an urchin in the past, but like he takes care of people because if no one if
It's
no
more
one's
like
gonna
how
do it,
you
who is because no one
play
else is
him.
gonna take care of you guys if you all
Yeah,
go down.
it feels like he might be ride or die, but I feel like that's not because he cares, but because he's like a contractual obligation.
I've returned.
Welcome back.
Yep,
So
I'm back.
We're talking about how Anti plays Nolan.
I was, well, I was just about to ask if freaking did the commission for the gems were finished or not, but it's been a while since like how long it was gonna actually take for that to be
I believe it
done.
was going to be a few days, so you would have received it. Yes.
Okay, so I can slide that in my inventory now.
Yes. And you're about to have a fight with Caliber, or at least next session you're about to have a fight with Caliber. So...
Oh, so do you want me to stop recording? Because I was.
No. I haven't called it there yet. I just beforehand, I would like to ask which one of your compatriots you'd like to bring to this fight.
It is to the
excluding
death.
Benorbish because she's got a lot of screen time. So unless you want to go with all reliable.
This it is to the death. She does have the if there is a specific tag, the cruel quote unquote tag, she will kill people that are down if given the chance.
No, she's just ruthless. That's it.
She'll kill. She will.
So
she won't hesitate.
Yeah. She
Okay.
won't specifically go after down targets, but she's not against hitting a down target.
I'm so lost of why she wants to go out freaking killing us.
Test our metal. Does it matter?
I mean, you did beat her in a drinking contest, and gods are petty bitches.
Yeah.
And she does want
to. God, they sang this out loud. Gods tend to be petty bitches.
But alright. The other thing I did want to ask, I did ask something earlier because I wanted to do something before. Like I remembered that something else I wanted to do while having access to the guilds. Like
right, of course.
Yeah, it was up in the chat. It's like I was asking if they knew of any plants that, like, that bypass like the immunity to poison condition, or if there was even a rumor of such a thing.
Yeah, it's kind of publicly known. Like a specific assassin's clergy do have a way of going about it, though that applies to poisons. So
Well, if I can,
maybe it might work.
yeah, if I can discern what the
Unless you
effect, like,
specify like alcohol, like immunity to getting drunk.
yeah, like essentially I'm gonna try to see if I can rework it into being like getting someone that literally can't get drunk, get drunk.
Yeah, and it's Caden. In that case, you'd want to visit the clergy of Caden Kalian.
All right.
Oh, nah, oh, okay. Oh, Armored's back. Okay. So yeah, so they can kind of teach you it. You're not a cleric anymore, at least, but they can show you the way. Let's see.
I didn't hear what you said. I don't know if the mic didn't.
Oh yeah, sorry, probably didn't pick up. Yes. So in terms of training or giving you the thing for your so that way you can do it yourself.
Yeah.
You're not a cleric anymore, so they can't really show you that way, but you do know some eldritch magic, so they can give you not a head start, but they can show you a way.
Alright.
Alright, if this is otherwise the end of the session, I'm gonna hop out because I really don't know the strengths and weaknesses of these NPCs.
I'll.
Nolan tends to be the heavy hitter of the group. Like, he's one of the heavy hitters.
They're all frontliners with some range capabilities. Abdul's a binder.
He's like more adaptation
Yeah.
and.
Yeah, think of like a more of a git. They're all like gitches, if you know what that term is.
Sword warrior, like magic warriors.
Magic sword user.
Except in the case of Nolan, he's a puncher.
Yeah.
And also a biter, but yeah.
I mean, someone getting up close with someone that's a deity that specifies it's in range.
Yeah, they're all frontline.
Yeah, the question is
kind of my plan for the bitch goddess of the year.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, with Norlai now no longer a cleric and a barbarian, I don't know what class you chose, Jack, but we're all frontliners now.
I'm a rogue.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
specifically a vagabond rogue, which.
So we are all frontliners.
Well, I think Jack's character has a lot more flexibility. He can be, he can also not be melee.
I've actually never played a rogue.
Yeah, just please keep in mind that the limit of my range support is about 130 feet. Because I'm kind of unable to see anything beyond that radius due to my race.
Yeah.
That is fair.
The good news is I can stay in a whole 300. I can see everywhere around me within that radius.
I'm gonna hop out of the thing. So I'm gonna work on the Monster Hunter campaign that I'm working on.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, sorry. Neighbor.
Yeah, so it's a question of do we want Abdul or Nolan to be with us or someone else?
Alright.
Well, I'd say the guy that can take more hits would probably be more useful.
Well, Caliber is going to be range with some melee. And I suspect she's going to have teleporty things.
Oh god. There was a magical item I did want to get that made it so if someone can teleport, they can't teleport if they're underneath the lock and chain. And I just can't remember what the name of the item is.
I will say though that the training that they have in mind, it will take about a week to get done, so 7 days.
With the what? What?
With the clergy of Caden Kylian, which is essentially a bar, or their churches are essentially bars. They essentially. It would take a week for them to teach you, since you're not like a cleric anymore. Normally it'd be like 2 days, but yeah.
A week's understandable, but at the same time, it's like nobody facing against Caliber. It's like, god damn it.
I mean,
Caliber is a deity.
yeah.
Yeah, and
She's
like
also
my one
impatient.
opportunity to actually get her truly drunk to where she can do shit.
Yeah. Finally, a worthy adversary. Our battle will be epic.
Mm.
Also, I made the square, so you can feel free to drop in your tokens wherever you'd like. So, vote. Let's see here. 2 for Abdul.
I've already left.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
You're good. You're good. It's fine. You can set down your token whenever you can. So that's I think 3 for Abdul.
I don't think we.
Sorry, 2 for Abdul.
Yeah, it. Yeah, it's between Abdul and Noel, and it's just like honestly, it is I think a coin flip at this point. Jesus.
Yeah, they're so similar in their capabilities.
Yeah, we really need more versatile companions.
This is why I say
Nolan has AoE. Well, Abdul does not.
Yeah, right. This is why I
That's
say
literally the one difference.
This is why I say we should choose Abdul, and if he goes down, maybe just keep him like that.
Jeez.
Holy shit. Duke.
What the fuck, man?
I know, right?
Cool. Thought you
It's
were
just
cool. Looks like I was right. I'm kidding.
He's just an NPC.
Okay, Duke, this is the biggest insult I will ever say to you. That's murder hobo talk.
Alright, so. Did you want me to stop recording now?
Oh,
Or?
well, I didn't quite get a response regarding the. So there's only 2 for Abdul. Anything else? Any vote for Nolan or any vote for Abdul?
I mean, I'm
Oh,
fine
Abdul.
with Nolan. I don't care because again, it's just like I really can't remember what either of those two differences are in capability of combat.
All right. Yeah. I will say he can switch vestiges, of course, for outside of his default. So he is 14th level. So yeah. So you know, because he's a binder, he's a Crimson Order binder. He now has access to his entire roster, the entire roster of vestiges. So yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of vestiges, I never did get an answer. How many uses of alcohol would it take to make an improvised weapon with my tankard?
With your tankard, you could just use it normally as an improvised weapon.
I
You don't need to fill it up with anything to use as improvised weapon. You can literally just bash someone in the face with it. So we'll see with that.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what I was asking. I don't know if you guys understood what I was trying to get across.
All right.
Like, what I meant is like if I was forming a weapon, like I was making like a martial weapon. Like if I was making an improvised weapon out of alcohol.
Oh, yeah. Then let's see here. I believe it's listed there.
I got 10 pints for freaking two-handed weapon, 5 pints for one-handed weapon, but nothing for improvised.
That is it doesn't make improvised weapons. Unfortunately.
That's what I'm asking if we could do that because of that.
I'll say 5, depending on the size of it.
Okay, that I can work with. Making an improvised weapon still uses 5. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll say for the time being, you guys, I'll put up a straw poll in the week, so you guys can vote on it. As well, you know what? I might as well. I'm going to make a character sheet. I'm gonna make the very least Nolan's character sheet visible to all, so you can decide on that. For Abdul, I haven't quite been able to. I haven't been able to reformat certain things with the changes to Binder, so I need to do that.
You might actually have to do his thing from scratch.
Yeah, that's. Yeah. That being said, Abdul's character sheet is now visible, so yeah, it's all there. He is also a drow. He also has sunglasses, so and he does wear them. Yes, he does wear them indoors. So.
Okay, kill that guy. We're bringing him.
Alright, so that's one vote. Okay, so yeah, feel free to stop the recording now.
Oh, okay. Stop the recording.